I'm arm knitting, and the way that I'm arm knitting is I'm putting loops of yarn over each other to create a stockinette stitch and transferring it from my right hand to my left hand. And then I'm going to go all the way at the end of the row, and I'm going to transfer it back onto my right hand again.
Now, I am right-handed, so I'm not used to working off my other hand and knitting backwards, so to speak. So what do you do? How do you work this? Let me turn around, go around. And so how do you deal with the awkwardness?
So basically this is an ambidextrous way of knitting, because you're not having to worry about whether you're right-handed or left-handed. All you're doing is making a loop, pulling it through, and transferring it to the opposite hand. So it doesn't matter if you're right-handed or left-handed, they're all going to come out this exact same way, and all you're doing is pulling the yarn through and transferring it to the opposite hand. You're pulling the yarn through, transferring it to the opposite hand. Pulling the yarn through, transferring it to the opposite hand. Pulling the yarn through, transferring it to the opposite hand. You just have to make sure you are using a working yarn. If you're using a stitch, you're not knitting. But if you're using your working yarn, you pull it through, transfer it to the opposite hand, you are knitting, and you're creating a stockinette stitch without having to turn the work. It goes all the way down.
That's really great.
And what you can do is you can make it as wide as your arms are wide, or you can stitch things together. You can do it end to end. If you take the end of this and attach it to that, you have an infinity scarf.
That's
If you make it a little longer, you can double it up, have a double infinity scarf, or you can just make it a nice long scarf and finish off the end.
That's great. That's a great color on you too. Thank you. Thanks.